Okay, we're ready with our next guest in the studio here at South by Southwest. Lisa, why don't you go ahead and do the honors on this one?
Yes, this is Ben from Asking Alexandria. How is South by going for you so far?
I don't know. I've only been here 15 minutes. I've been lost already. Seriously.
You've only been here 15 minutes?
Well, I probably half an hour by now. Just got here before we got up here.
Oh, so we're your first stop.
Where did we stop?
No, we are your
Oh,
first
you
stop.
are? Yeah. Well, amongst many other a corner trying to find my bus to get back here, but yeah.
So I'm seeing Asking Alexandria described as metal. I'm familiar with metal, also metalcore. I think I know what that is. Some people say screamo. What is the difference between all those three?
I think it's all bullshit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, we're a rock band.
It's rock and roll, right?
It's a rock and roll band. We're heavy, but you know.
Why do they have to convolute it so much and come up with all these different? Now, why are there so many different categories, Ben?
There's a million metal elitists in the world that refuse to refer to metal as metal because it's not Iron Maiden or, I don't know, Cannibal Corpse or something to their heavy liking. You know, Bucket Abortion or something, I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't buy into all
No,
of
I don't
it.
buy into it. We're a heavy rock band.
Good. That's refreshing.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. And you've been together how long? As Asking Alexandria.
Probably about 6-7 years. Since 2008, I believe.
I know you started in Dubai. Now, how did it end up going from there to now who you have in the lineup now today?
Well, I started a band in Dubai and called it Asking Alexandria, and I left when I was 17, moved back to the UK. And if I'm honest, I was just too lazy to think of another band name. It's like the worst thing in the world. If your band's crap, then it doesn't matter how good the name is, the name's crap. And if the band's good, it doesn't matter how crap the name is, the name then becomes good. I can't think of one good band name. Beatles, terrible. Slipknot, terrible.
When you think about it, you think, well, you've heard like the Rolling Stones. What does that mean?
It's a terrible band
right,
name.
Rolling Stones. Why would anybody go see a band called Rolling Stones?
Or Led Zeppelin. Oh, cool, we're a big balloon in the sky. But because they're a cool band, the name is cool.
Right. The name is cool now because we associate it with a cool band.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
Exactly. They could be called Shit on a Stick. It wouldn't matter. That was actually my second choice of band name.
So how did you come up? I know you just started the record label, and it's called KBB. How did you come up with that name then?
The name is literally myself and my partner. His name's Carl Borman. Mine's Ben Bruce. We share the middle B because we share many, many things. STDs alike. It's good times. And, yeah, it was that easy. Again, couldn't be bothered to think of a name.
Well,
initials, boom.
It works.
Yeah, right.
All of your creativity must be going to some other pursuit than coming up with names. It must go into the writing and the lyrics and the music.
No,
right?
no. All of my effort in the world goes into trying to last longer than 30 seconds in bed. So that takes up all of my energy, all of my creative juices. I'm a pretty terrible musician, if I'm honest. So now, if I try hard, it just looks bad. If I don't try hard and I sound this bad, then people expect it.
Right.
That's a good point.
It's okay.
So I've got a quiz here, and since we were talking about band names and how there aren't that many great ones, do you want to play real band or fake band?
Okay.
Yeah? No, it's fun. I'll give you, let's see what we want to do. I'll give you 4 band names. Only one of them's made up, and it was made up by me. So and three of them are not only real but also performing this week at South by Southwest.
I'm gonna hear some spectacular band names.
Yeah,
You're about
to. Tell me and tell me if any of these are good band names too. First of all,
none of them.
Okay. Butter the Children.
Wow.
Number 2, Death by Unga Bunga. Number 3, The Pea-Eyed Blacks. Number 4, Diarrhea Planet. 3 of them are real.
I'm gonna hope that the Pea-Eyed Blacks isn't real, unless they might be a cover band. They're a cover band, aren't they?
I have no idea.
What is your final answer?
I can't even remember them, so I'm gonna go with number 2 as the fake one.
Pea-Eyed Blacks is fake. I made that one up.
Oh, really?
That was good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
very
All right.
good.
Fair dues. Fair dues.
So Diarrhea, what?
Diarrhea Planet is a 6-piece rock band from Nashville.
I hope the name doesn't represent what they play.
I'd never understood, and some bands give themselves names that you can't, and I know it's not all about commercialism, but you can't say it on the radio or many people wouldn't. You can't put it in a lot in Walmart, for instance.
Maybe they just, they are so shit. They didn't want people to have high expectations. They won't be, upset when they go and see this band and go, they were shit. Well, yeah, they told you before.
They were Diarrhea Planet. The whole. So honesty.
Yeah, honesty's the key
what
there.
that
I
is.
respect him. I applaud them.
Well,
I'll agree with that in the first. That was very
Let's hear it for
nice. Very,
Diarrhea
very nice.
Planet.
Let's talk about your record for a little bit. In the first song you have out on the new album, you have that audio from the concert where you guys are all yelling. Where did that exactly come from in the first place?
That's because my alcoholic frontman decided to turn up to a show obliterated, couldn't stand, couldn't speak, did manage to punch a few people in the crowd and kiss a few women before passing out.
Oh.
And rather than an encore, we got "You drunk piece of shit" chanted at us by a few hundred, maybe 1,000 people. Quite embarrassing. So we were all quite drunk, but not to that point. So I had to save face and apologize and say, "Don't worry, we're sending him to rehab." That was a lie. Didn't send him to rehab.
Okay.
But it bought us some time. And I guess we wanted it to be part of the record because rather than shy away from our mistakes, that's a big part of our career. It happened. And, we've learned from it and we've grown since then. It's just kind of like, fuck you, we're still here. We know we fucked up, but we haven't given up trying, and thank you for supporting us, blah, 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 blah. All that bullshit.
So
Next
how did you
time,
pick that
if we
song?
do an interview again and you ask the question, I'll have a completely different answer.
You will?
Of
Like,
all
actually,
the
we were at church.
of all the vices that can be associated with the the rock and roll lifestyle,
Herpes.
I was gonna say sex, drugs, or drink. Which is the well, first of all, your favorite.
My favorite?
Yeah.
I mean, sex depends who it's with. If
Right.
it's my wife, alcohol's always good, and that actually brings up the sex with my wife, so that's okay then. So yeah, drink's my favorite.
Drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink's a good time.
Beer, mixed drink. What do you like?
Beer's okay when you're waking up. You've just rolled out of bed. You need a refreshing beverage. Grab a beer. Then, I don't know, probably some vodka, some whiskey. Drugs are good too, though.
Yeah.
Drugs are good too. So, not that I do them.
No, of course not. I was talking to somebody that I know who drinks a lot. I mean, they're like really, really professional drinker. And I always see him with the drink in his hand. I said, "Do you really like alcohol that much?" And he goes, "No, I don't really care for it. If there was a pill I could take that would get me the same feeling, I'd take that instead of drinking all the alcohol." Surely there's got to be somebody has to have invented that by now. Don't
Just
you?
acid,
Right,
ecstasy.
yeah. You could. There's
know.
probably some
Too many painkillers. Try it.
There's some combination you could work out where it kind of simulates the whole thing of drinking.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
If not, somebody should work on it. I'm just since we're
But
on
that
the
takes
radio.
the fun out of the evening. It's like a build-up.
Well,
It's
that's
like,
what I
it's like
thought.
a
Yeah.
race. It's like
I
a
thought
competition
that's
with
what
your
he
friends.
was- right.
Who's going to puke first? Who's going to have sex with that fat bitch over there? You take a pill. What the hell's going to happen?
You're all on the
Boring,
same level
boring.
at the same
You're all
time.
fighting over that fat bitch over there. Far too early on in the night. It's not good.
I think you bring up a good point.
Yeah.
All right. And on tour, you guys are touring now in the States?
Yeah, our first show was yesterday.
And where was that?
No idea.
No.
No.
That works. So, where
was
do you
in
guys
Texas,
live
I know that.
exactly? Because I know some of you live in Texas, and
Yeah,
then
James lives in San Antonio.
Okay.
I live in New Jersey.
How did you end up there?
My
How do you
wife's
like
from
it?
there.
Okay.
I actually quite like it because I live out in the forest. Like I'm away from all the cities and stuff, and plus it's close to flying home. It's like a 6-hour flight to England,
Okay.
so I don't mind it. But Danny's homeless because he's excellent with money, and Cam's homeless because no one wants to live with him. And then there's Sam, the bassist, who lives in his fiance's parents' house. So I feel like I'm doing pretty well
You
for
do pretty
myself.
good with that. I can
Yeah.
clap for that.
All right. Well, I want to thank Ben for coming by. It's great to see you today. Thank you for coming by and
Absolute
making
pleasure.
us the first stop on your
It was
itinerary.
a great first stop. You know, I don't know what the rest of the day has in store, but it's going to be hard to top this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to do an interview with the beer. I think that's a good.
Interview with the beer, 2 beautiful people.
Thank
3,
you.
sorry,
3.
I see you over there.
All right, and Asking Alexandria. Hopefully, before too long, we'll be seeing him in El Paso. Thank
Again,
you,
yeah.
thank you, Ben, for coming. Yeah, again, thank you, Ben, for
You're
coming
more than
by.
welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.